Hey y'all, it's Megan. If you are returning to my channel, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome aboard. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since I posted a video, and it's because, for one thing, my bonus parents, Cameron's parents, were in town, so I wanted to make sure that I got to spend time with them and hang out with them. But also, we've been doing a lot of work around our house because it's right around a year since we moved in, and I'm going to, in the next couple of weeks, have an update video showing you what the renovations and the yard work and everything that we've done, just kind of an update on what I've been doing in my free time. So that's gonna be coming out soon. But for today, we are gonna be talking about some more Disney because that's kind of why I'm here, right? We're here to talk about Disney. So today is a Jungle Cruise specific video, but it is not really about the Jungle Cruise so much as the inhabitants of the Jungle Cruise. I'm talking about the wildlife that you encounter at the Jungle Cruise. So a couple of weeks ago, someone asked a great question. Sorry, I don't remember exactly who it was, but someone asked if you ever see any snakes or other friendly critters in the Jungle Cruise who are not animatronic. And the answer, just as a general answer, is yes. It is an actual wooded area. There are lots of trees, there's water, there's lots of animals in and around the area. I mean, walking through Disney World, you typically see the Disney ducks, you see Disney bunnies, you see birds, any fans of the Tim Tracker theme park pigeon? Anyway, so you see those kinds of critters. But today I'm talking about ones that you might not see at, you know, Space Mountain or Soarin' or anything like that, but you definitely see them in the jungle. So the first critter that you might encounter in the jungle, you're really only going to encounter if you are working at the Jungle Cruise. The cast members do a good job of keeping them away from guests, but one day I got there first thing in the morning. That my shift was in the morning, which is like any other people love to have the morning shifts. So I got there, my first rotation was I was on a boat, so I'm like, oh, I have to start off the day doing a spiel. Oh god, my voice isn't even woken up yet this morning, but here we go. So I get on my boat and I'm heading down to load, and then all of a sudden I hear hold skip, and I turn around and one of the coordinators is hopping onto my boat, and with her she has a trash bag and a set of pickers. You know, you see the non-uniformed cast members walking around with the little grabber claw things that they pick up trash with. She got on my boat with those and she goes, "We're going dead. We got to go pick someone up." And I was like, oh dear, who are we going to pick up? So we went through the river with no one on the boat, and we found one of Mickey's cousins who had decided to swim and he didn't know how to swim. So we had to pull a little rat out of the water because you don't want dead rodents floating by in attractions. But like I said, it is a wooded area. There is water, there are trees, there is dirt, there are animals. Like, it's just kind of how it is. So one of, like I said, Mickey's cousins couldn't swim so well, so we had to go pick him up. So as a guest, you're probably not going to see that unless a mouse or a rat or a squirrel or something just decides to like go airborne and like dive into the water while you're going by. But for the most part, if anyone is stuck in the water, someone is going to come out and get it before you have to see it. The next one, you can see this guy, whether you're a guest, whether you're a cast member, it doesn't really matter. If you are at the Jungle Cruise, chances are good you're gonna see some creepy crawlies. It could be a spider, could be, you know, an ant, could be whatever. But for some reason, the one that really bothers people is a little beggar. And I was on a boat again, and I had a family that got on. It was late at night, so I was having to stall, and if you've watched me for any length of time, you know that I absolutely hate stalling before the rescue boat comes. So I am kind of an awkward human being anyway, but I was like, oh, all right, so where's everyone from? And then that is greeted with the lady sitting right in front of me in the middle of crates. She jumps up and screams, just over and over, and I'm like, what is wrong? Oh my gosh. And she points, and this little cockroach comes crawling up onto the little skipper box right there up at the front. And I mean, it was kind of like the one from WALL-E, like he crawled up and he stopped and like looked at you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then at this point, her whole family has seen, so there's like 5 or 6 people standing on the seats on my boat, screaming their heads off, pointing and yelling at the cockroach. And I'm not like gonna have a pet cockroach, but I lived in Hawaii where they kind of just come in and leave as they see fit, so it wasn't that big a deal to me. So I was just like, oh, come here, bud, and I picked him up and I tossed him off the boat over towards the brush, and they went even more berserk at that point. They're like, you touched it! Oh my, like I was gonna catch some kind of vile disease. I mean, I wasn't like gonna after I touched the cockroach, but I mean, he was a little bug. He was far more scared of us than we were of him, at least than I was of him. So tossed him off the boat and we moved on. I'm supposed to be leaving at this point, but everyone's standing up doing a tap dance across the seats. So I'm like, you guys sit down so we can move on. So they finally settled down. They were like, I didn't know there was gonna be real animals out here. Well, I don't really consider a cockroach an animal, but my name is Skipper Meaghan. I'm gonna be your guide for today. I will also be your snake charmer, your alligator wrestler, your lion tamer, your social director, your dance instructor, and apparently cockroach wrangler. The final little piece of wildlife is, to me, the most horrific just because of how I am and the critters that I don't like. If you know me in real life, or if you have been watching my videos, you know that I love animals. I love pretty much every animal as long as they have feet. Not a big fan of the snakes. If you love them, God bless, enjoy, have a pet, I don't care. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not even gonna look at him real hard in the zoo. But, you know, I can't do snakes. So, we had at the Jungle Cruise, I'm sure there still is, but like I said, it's been many moons since I worked at the Jungle Cruise. There was a closet on the dock off to the side where there was a water cooler. So it was somewhere where skippers could go like between boats, just like real quick, like go grab a drink of water and leave, and we called it the water closet because we're super original. And my friend, poor Jeremiah, hey Jeremiah, if you're watching, love you, but he went in to get water one day, and there was a slippery friend in the water closet. So bless him, he didn't freak out like I would have. He just later on was like, hey, did you know that we have a water moccasin closet? Come again. And he says, yeah, there's a guy in there just slid right over my boot when I went in to get some water. So now we lovingly are going to call that the water moccasin closet. It was not a water moccasin. It was just some little Florida garden snake thing. Doesn't matter to me. I probably would have still had a heart attack and died if it had been that close to me, but it was a completely non-venomous, non-dangerous in any way snake who was just like, ah, get out of my way, I'm trying to leave here, I got stuck in this closet. So I guess the short answer to the question, is there live animals at the Jungle Cruise? The answer is not intentionally, but yes, you can and will probably, especially if you work there, see some real living creatures, most of the time ducks, but sometimes some other kinds of friends. So that is it for today. That's my wildlife in the jungle little tidbit. If you have any questions about working at Disney, about the Jungle Cruise, about the Disney College Program, any of those fun things, let me know those down below. If you have suggestions for things that you'd like me to talk about, let me know that too. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.